Good afternoon. This is Sandy McManus with Needs Ribbon and Stampin' Up, and I'm joining you live at 5 on this Monday, October 2nd already. A very drizzly, wet, apparently flash flooding Monday in the Twin Cities. Anyway, if you're from the Twin Cities, stay safe out there. And I thought, you know what? Let's do something different today since it's kind of a rainy day. Nobody wants to be outside. Probably don't even want to get your shopping done. Let's make something. So I have been kind of hung up lately. If you've been a loyal follower of mine, you know lately I seem to be using this layout a lot. And the cool thing about this layout, number one, I like it because I believe it shows off the DSP really well. Just kind of makes it stand out. And here's another one. This is actually one of my swaps for on stage in November. And that's the Be Merry from the annual catalog stuff. Designer series paper. Which this one and a few others are all on the buy 3 packs and get 1 free. Not all of the designer series papers are on that special, but that runs through October. I have all that information on my website. Here is my website. I can't even, yeah, I guess you can kind of see it. I'm actually doing this upstairs today in our living room where the lighting is weird because my back has been hurting for a couple weeks. And I am going to the doctor this week about it. It's unrelated to my knee or anything else. Really don't know what's going on, but I am getting it addressed. But it has just made stairs even that more challenging. So I will try and do this from my tiny little table in my living room with the low lighting. My husband was kind enough to bring up my big photography light and all of that. So anyway, let's get started crafting. So this layout, you can get 2 out of a standard sheet of paper. And I am using Emerald Envy, one of the in colors that will go away and the end of May next year. So get it while you still can. It is a beautiful bluish green. It's green, but with a real nice bluish cast. You know, some of our greens tend to go more yellow, like Old Olive and stuff. So if you're looking for a green that pulls more blue, this is a great one. So what you get started is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Oh my goodness, my table just got smaller. Ha ha. And I will put all the directions. I can't even see. This setup is so weird. I can't even see, but I will put all the directions on my website tonight. So we're going to take an 8.5 by 11, put it the short way along your scores. You're using your Simply Scored, and we're going to score at 5.5. If you can, I can't honestly see the camera, so hopefully you can see that. But again, all the instructions will be there. One thing I did not think to get handy was my cutter. Okay, so, and since we scored at 5.5, this area is 5.5, and we just need to cut down to 4.25 to make it a standard card size, to kind of explain the sizing. So you'll see that in a minute. I will cut it at 4.25. So you see when you fold that back, it's a standard card. Excuse me. I think this weather is tripping everybody else out. Raise your hand if you are also tripped out by this weather. Both my boys are kind of droopy today. So because this shows, you can leave it, you can stamp on it, you can do what you want with it. I'm pretty sure my camera is drifting upward, isn't it? Oh my goodness, it is. I'm sorry. That's weird. Okay. You line it with the standard, you know, if you line the inside of your darker cardstock with the same size of 4 by 5.25. Again, all the stuff will be on my website. So you line it. I stamped because I don't like the plain white, so I stamped. The stamps that I'm using today is Pieces and Patterns, and that's a whole product suite in the catalog, the annual catalog. And it's cute because it's got some nice greetings. It's got some nice textures. Some flower, mushroom, little creatures. Love the camera. Some more greetings. Anyway, comes with that. There's some other items in that product suite. It uses this beautiful designer series paper called Pick a Pattern. That is part of the DSP sale. Love, isn't that gorgeous? The emerald green. Anyway, I kind of showed some of that on Friday too. So I went ahead and stamped my liner ahead of time. And again, all the dimensions will be on my website. And you can get a fair amount. Oh, now that I'm on camera, I don't know. 12. Actually, you can get 12 fronts out of one sheet of paper, which is another reason I love this layout, because it does make your DSP stand out. It also makes it very economical. So, that being said, so I suppose you guys want me to assemble this live. That's funny. I will. Okay, I'm going to put that aside for a minute. And yeah, I pre-cut out some pieces, and this is using the stitch shapes. This scallop is actually in the layering circles. So the layering circles, layering ovals, the layering squares all have the standard circles, whatever standard shape, and then some scallop shapes. Just to keep that in mind. But I wanted the stitched look for this one. And I'm using black ink too, because this DSP, all the images are outlined in black. So I just think it kind of makes the images pop a little bit more. I need ink. I need a bigger table. Oh my goodness, this is funny. I have made such a mess in my living room. If I was brave, I'd show y'all. But I'm not. So I won't. I am going to use the Wild About You from the stamp set because I feel it fits nicely in this oval. And apparently I haven't put my stickers on the back of my blocks yet. I didn't know that when I pulled out this stamp set. That's a little off. Flip it over. This is what I get for trying to stamp live. That's close enough. Okay. Close my ink pad because otherwise everything's going to turn black. And I just realized, you know what? Halfway through this, pause for a minute because guess what? I forgot. Everybody's been able to hear me. Let me get my, oh my goodness. I forgot. Again, my whole groove is off today. So hopefully you can hear me better now. And that you could hear me before. Sigh. So let me get, I don't use dimensionals on this layout because I feel, I mean, yes, it would make things pop, but I think it just makes it easier to mail. I love dimensionals, and I dropped my DSP. But I just feel that it makes it, yes, gluing 101 on camera. So then you just kind of glue it to make your Emerald Envy frame. And trust me, I glue a lot better when I'm not on camera, but we're not teaching gluing today. And then what I have found that works, I feel easier, rather than trying to flip this over and figure out where the glue goes, is figure out where the glue goes on here. So that was one tip after doing this layout a number of times that I learned. Is unusual because normally you glue on your piece and then glue it down. I found it's easier to glue on the base and then, you know, because I made a couple oopses and learned that way. So we'll take some of this lovely Emerald Envy crinkled seam binding ribbon That is in the Naturally Eclectic, I believe, product suite pages. And it comes in Emerald Envy, Navy, Mambo maybe? 5 colors. I don't remember all of them. And again, trying to do this on camera. Huh. Insert evil laugh. I am really not doing well with this. Anyway. I don't like that. There we go. And you kind of fluff it. This stuff really does tie beautifully. And the other reason I like it too is because it is such a thin sheer ribbon. It goes fairly flat on your card, making it easier for mailing. Gosh, I've got such a mess here. Anyway, we'll do that. Glue dots. Glue dots. Dots for glue. I'll just stick it there. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, close my glue before it leaks all over. So that's how that one turned out. So that's that way. That one's that way. And we have that. And then a reminder again. And I have some others, but they are not handy. Just how easy, again, it makes this DSP shine. You can get about 12 pieces. You can get 12 pieces out of a 12 by 12 sheet. So each pack of DSP usually comes with, depending on what it is, 2 sheets. So you could get 24 cards with using the same, you get the idea. It's just a great way. And again, I think it really makes that DSP show. So I really appreciate whoever tuned in today. I will respond to comments later. And I'm going to keep it short today because our power has been flickering. And it's gotten kind of wild out there at times. We had hail in our brand new car. Don't know if there was damage. I know my son stood in the window and watched it and kind of cried. He loves that car. So I'm going to keep it short to that. I will get all this uploaded to needsaribbon.com later. You can place your orders through there. You can read about the Designer Series paper sale through there and some other specials. There's another special for World Card Making Day that runs through the 10th. A few items on sale. Anyway, thank you all very much for joining today. Get you one more look at the cards. Happy stamping from Sandy.